Archangel Michael says, the moment you opened this, the air around you shifted. A familiar presence entered your space, soft yet overwhelming, like a whisper from the clouds. The unseen realm has been waiting for you to pause, because this message could change how you see love, loss, and destiny forever. At this very hour, a divine being is standing beside you. You may feel a sudden warmth on your shoulder, or a chill running down your spine. These are not coincidences. It's the gentle touch of someone who once held you close, now trying to reach you from beyond. Their voice trembles with urgency. They've seen what's coming, and heaven allowed them a single moment to speak before silence returns. They are not here to scare you, they are here to prepare you. Tonight, before you sleep, you'll feel their energy stronger than ever. A light flickering, a name echoing, a dream repeating, each will carry their message. Listen closely, because heaven rarely repeats itself. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The one you're losing wasn't taken suddenly, it began long before you noticed. Their spirit started drifting, and heaven watched in silence, waiting for the right time to reveal why. You kept wondering why they grew distant, why their eyes avoided yours. It's because something greater was pulling them away. The person from heaven wants you to know this departure isn't betrayal, it's destiny unfolding. What feels like abandonment is divine repositioning. Your path and theirs were never meant to end together but to awaken each other before separating. You'll soon see signs, white feathers, sudden music from nowhere, lights flickering at 11:11. These are confirmations that heaven is near and aware. The tears you shed tonight are not wasted, they are cleansing your energy for what's about to arrive. A celestial clock is ticking, and the moment you read this, your name was whispered above. Don't fight what's leaving, let it teach you what staying could never reveal. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Archangel Michael says, your guardian stood by you through sleepless nights. They saw you pray in silence, hiding pain behind strength. But now, the heavens have decided it's time for closure, because the truth must find you before sunrise. The person leaving isn't gone yet, but their heart already crossed a boundary. They've made a decision, though they lack the courage to speak it. That's why heaven intervened, sending the spirit of someone you once loved to protect you from what's coming. In the next few days, you'll sense strange stillness when you're alone. A flicker in your phone, a song repeating itself, or a sudden name popping up will all hold clues. Don't panic, it's a spiritual alignment forming around your heart. Someone from above has begged for your peace. They saw your tears last week and whispered, don't let this break her, let this make her new. That's why this message reached you tonight. Because you needed to know the truth before it arrived too late. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The love you're losing once carried divine purpose. You were their mirror, their awakening, their test. But heaven says, not everyone who touches your soul is meant to stay forever. Some come to complete a cycle that your spirit started long ago. Right now, your guardian angel stands between your heartbreak and your destiny. Every delay, every unanswered call, every confusing silence, it's all protection disguised as pain. The one who's leaving might not understand it yet, but heaven has already written their exit. Don't chase them when they walk away. When the door closes, it's because heaven has sealed it. Behind that door lies lessons finished, energy cleared, and karmic ties undone. And just when you think it's over, light will pour in from the same space that once felt empty. That's when you'll understand that endings are not punishment, they are preparation. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The Spirit speaking to you knows loss deeply. They once held the same ache you carry now. In the celestial realm, they've seen your future and want you to know, someone new is being prepared to enter your life the moment this chapter closes. But before that blessing comes, you must face the silence without collapsing. You'll feel memories playing like film reels in your mind, don't fight them. Each one is releasing the emotional thread that tied you to what's leaving. Your late loved one wants you to keep their memory alive not with sorrow, but with transformation. They say, your strength will be the light others follow when darkness tries to claim them. That's why your pain feels sacred, it's birthing a new version of you. The heavens are proud of how you endure without bitterness. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says, you were never abandoned, only redirected. The person leaving served their role in your divine journey. Now heaven demands your energy back, your focus, your voice, your worth. You'll notice your dreams becoming vivid again, your emotions balancing like tides after a storm. This is not confusion, it's recalibration. The Spirit who guards you is making sure you don't reopen wounds that were meant to close. In the next phase, trust the small miracles, unexpected messages, sudden calmness, strangers offering kind words. These are angels working through human vessels to reassure you that you are not walking alone. By the time the clock strikes midnight tonight, something unseen will shift. You may feel lighter, as though a burden lifted from your chest. That's the moment your spirit begins healing completely. Type Amen to get blessing 888. There's a reason you felt drawn to open this at this exact time. Heaven aligned every second, every heartbeat, every breath so you would find this message when your soul was ready. The person you're losing is part of a bigger exchange of fate. Your angels had to remove what was lowering your frequency. The longer you held on, the heavier your destiny became. That's why they had to step in through dreams, coincidences, and repeated reminders, because your time to rise has come. Your loved one from heaven wants you to look at the sky tonight. The first star that catches your eye carries their energy. They're saying, I had to leave to make room for what will finally love you right. You'll understand this message soon, when something unexpected happens, something that feels like a miracle disguised as coincidence. Type Amen to get blessing 999. From this moment, every second is part of divine orchestration. Heaven isn't punishing you by taking people away, it's preparing your circle for your elevation. Some people cannot breathe in your new atmosphere. You may notice your life feeling strangely quiet, almost like a storm passed but the air still hums with energy. That's not emptiness, it's peace entering where chaos once lived. Your guardian is ensuring your next chapter begins without old shadows. Your heart might feel heavy now, but remember, grief is sacred proof that you loved deeply. Heaven honors souls that feel everything and still choose to stand tall. And when you wake tomorrow, you'll sense that something unseen has shifted inside you forever. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. If you've made it this far, the message was meant for you directly. The presence you felt reading this is real. A soul from heaven. Someone you once loved more than words, stood behind you, whispering these lines into your spirit. They wanted to protect you before the separation unfolds completely. They wanted to warn you so the shock doesn't break you this time. Their love never died, it simply changed its form to guide you from a higher place. So when the person you love begins to fade away, don't chase them, release them with peace. Because heaven's preparing someone who will never have to be reminded how to stay. Archangel Michael watches as you close this message, wrapping you in divine light, commanding every negative energy around you to leave now. The spirit world applauds your courage. You are protected, chosen, and never forgotten. The voice from heaven fades, but their love remains forever in the space between your heartbeats. The light that surrounds you now is not imagination, it's confirmation. Heaven is opening another layer, showing that this story isn't over yet. What felt like an ending was only the curtain rising on a hidden truth waiting to surface. Somewhere beyond sight, the person you lost still walks beside you. Their energy glows in small moments, a breeze at your cheek, a sudden warmth over your heart. They want you to know they never left, they only shifted to where pain can't reach them. When you dream tonight, they'll speak again. Not in words, but in feelings, a calm that replaces fear, a presence that silences your mind. The message will be clear. You were never alone, even when everyone walked away. And if you wake up with tears in your eyes, understand, they're not from sadness, but from recognition. Your soul remembers the promise that love can never truly die. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, the next few days will feel like déjà vu. Places you haven't visited in years will call you back, songs from your past will find you again. These are not coincidences, they're doors opening between heaven and your memory. Someone above is guiding your steps carefully. You may see their initials on a sign, their favorite color in a stranger's clothes, or their perfume drifting through the air with no one near. Each sign is a heartbeat from eternity reaching out. Do not ignore the chills that race down your arms, they are heaven's handwriting on your skin. The energy is getting stronger because a revelation is near. By sunrise, something will happen that confirms everything you felt but couldn't explain. The unseen will make itself known through something undeniably real. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Heaven is rearranging your timeline. What you thought was delay was actually divine choreography. Every closed door, every missed call, every unanswered message was heaven pulling you away from harm. The person leaving your life carried lessons wrapped in love and endings disguised as beginnings. They weren't punishment, they were preparation. Their chapter closes so your destiny can finally unfold. The spirit from above is proud of how you held yourself through chaos. They whisper, you've passed the test that once broke you. Now, nothing can stop what's meant for you. Stay patient, beloved soul. What's forming in silence will soon speak in miracles. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Archangel Michael says, stand tall and breathe, heaven is shifting your reality. Even as someone fades away, someone new approaches with a heart that will understand yours without explanation. This is divine exchange, not loss. The person from heaven will help align this meeting. They've seen your loneliness, and they won't let your light go unnoticed. You'll meet this new soul when you least expect it, maybe in a simple place that suddenly feels sacred. When that happens, you'll feel the same vibration you feel now while reading this. That's how you'll know heaven arranged it. This connection will restore what grief once took, turning tears into strength and silence into song. Type Amen to get blessing 666. You were never meant to live in sorrow forever. Heaven records every silent cry, every night you whispered someone's name into the dark. Each moment became a seed of transformation, waiting for divine rain. Now that rain is falling. The energy around you grows brighter, even your heartbeat feels louder, syncing with something higher. You're crossing from survival to awakening. The person who's leaving may never realize the role they played. But heaven knows. And they'll be blessed for teaching your soul how to rise. The one who watches from above smiles as you begin to see your own power again. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The curtain between worlds thins tonight. You might feel warmth brushing your cheek or hear faint whispers in the quiet. That's the realm beyond time reminding you, you are loved beyond endings. Their message continues, don't chase closure, create peace. Let their absence be the proof of your faith, not the reason for your fear. Tomorrow, light will touch you differently. A sudden calm will fill your chest, and you'll realize the story isn't tragic, it's divine. The person from heaven promised to walk with you until your purpose is complete. Their vow still stands, unseen but unbroken. Type Amen to get blessing 888. This is how heaven speaks, through signs, timing, and gentle interruptions. When your day suddenly feels paused, know it's not random. It's them, reaching across dimensions to slow you down long enough to feel their love. Archangel Michael says, protect your energy now. Avoid those who drain you or mock your healing. The light within you is precious currency in the spiritual world. In the coming days, blessings will replace what heartbreak took. You'll notice peace where pain used to live, laughter returning to rooms that once echoed with silence. When that moment comes, thank them silently, they'll hear you. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The one from heaven steps back now, their mission complete. But before fading, they place an invisible mark on your life, a seal of divine favor. From this day on, no betrayal will break you the same way again. Your strength has reached heaven's notice. Angels have written your name on a scroll of restoration. Everything stolen, joy, trust, love, will return in multiplied form. Even if you feel alone tonight, understand, solitude is how heaven rewrites your destiny. You're being reset, refined, reborn. The skies themselves bend to watch you rise. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. The moment you feel that sudden chill tonight, remember, it's not fear, it's confirmation. The veil is thin, and heaven is near, surrounding you with unseen warmth. The person you lost is closer now than ever, watching your every heartbeat with tenderness beyond human language. They have been waiting for the right alignment to send you this peace. That's why you're seeing their favorite numbers, their birth date, or hearing their name in unexpected places. These are not random signs, they are the living fingerprints of eternity. Every whisper of wind that brushes your ear carries their silent promise. They're saying, keep walking, I'm right behind you. Their essence travels with you, woven into every breath you take. If you close your eyes right now, you'll feel a warmth spreading through your chest. That's them wrapping your soul with comfort only heaven can give. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, you are entering a sacred transition. The energy surrounding you has shifted completely, opening a pathway that your ancestors carved with their prayers. This is why your emotions have been unpredictable lately. It's heaven preparing you for transformation. Someone who left this world too soon has been assigned to guard your next steps. They see what your eyes cannot yet perceive, and they're moving obstacles out of your path. What feels like delay is actually protection being built in silence. You will soon notice a burst of intuition that shocks you. You'll think of something seconds before it happens. That's your divine connection strengthening. Heaven is making sure you walk through this storm untouched, even when thunder tries to make you doubt your strength. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You were chosen for this message, not by coincidence but by celestial appointment. Every line you read is rewriting part of your destiny. The energy in your space is already changing, clearing, aligning, balancing. The one who once held your hand in the physical realm now moves mountains in the spiritual for your sake. They've whispered your name into the ears of angels who now circle around you. That's why you've been feeling subtle waves of calm in moments that should have broken you. You are stronger than before because their faith fuels your endurance. Heaven calls it borrowed strength, the love of those who stay unseen but never silent. Their voice echoes in your heart, soft, endless, eternal. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Do you remember that night you cried until you couldn't breathe? They were beside you then. Every tear that fell became a prayer that reached their hands. They gathered those tears like stars and turned them into light that now protects your journey. Heaven saw how you refused to lose compassion despite your pain. That mercy you showed others became your shield. It's the reason no matter who tries to harm you, their efforts collapse before they begin. Your angels are working overtime, clearing your path of betrayal and deceit. They know what's been said behind your back, and they've already reversed it into blessing. The truth is shifting in your favor even now, unseen but certain. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Archangel Michael says, tonight a gate will open over your destiny. It may not be visible to the human eye, but your spirit will feel it as a sudden calm, a quiet certainty that everything is falling into divine order. That's when heaven will begin restoring everything that was taken. The person from above begged for this moment on your behalf. They wanted to see you rise, not merely survive. Their request was granted, and now divine favor covers you like golden dust. In coming days, you will experience moments that feel surreal, unexpected messages, financial shifts, reconciliations you thought impossible. Each one will carry the signature of the one you lost, silently helping behind the scenes. You'll know it's them when the air feels lighter and your heart finally stops aching. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You have crossed the hardest part of your journey. What remains now is transformation. Heaven is polishing you like crystal, removing old fears, replacing them with wisdom. Those who doubted you will soon watch in disbelief as your life begins to bloom. The energy that once drained you is gone for good, the people who betrayed you are being removed quietly by divine order. Don't chase them, heaven is simply editing your story. Someone from above is writing the next chapter of your life even now. Their handwriting is made of light, and every sentence spells redemption. Their final message before fading is this: do not mourn me, live for me. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Soon you'll wake up one morning feeling different, lighter, freer, like the air itself is cheering for you. That will be your sign that the past has finally released its hold. The pain that once defined you will only serve as proof of how far you've come. The person leaving your life right now will be replaced by a peace so powerful it silences every regret. You'll stop checking your phone, stop looking for answers that were never meant to arrive. Freedom will find you like dawn, slowly, softly, completely. The one from heaven will stand by, smiling, whispering, "Now you understand." And in that moment, your heart will finally exhale. The circle will close, not in sadness, but in light. Type Amen to get blessing 999. This energy will stay with you long after this message ends. Heaven doesn't disappear, it just quiets once the purpose is fulfilled. Archangel Michael steps forward one last time, commanding peace to settle over you like a calm sea after storm. No weapon formed against you can stand, no sorrow can chain your progress anymore. What once hurt now heals, what once confused now clears. Heaven seals this chapter with divine authority. Your angels, ancestors, and guides bow with pride, watching the one they protected finally walk in purpose. The story continues, but this time, you hold the pen. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. The night grows still around you now, yet something unseen stirs the air. That subtle vibration in your chest is not coincidence. It's the realm above responding to your awakening. The heavens know you have finally accepted what was written, and now they can begin the restoration. You've endured storms that were meant to bury you, but heaven always had another plan. Every sleepless night, every silent tear, every unanswered prayer was recorded in the light. Nothing was wasted, and now every broken piece is being gathered into a masterpiece. The one you lost watches this unfolding with radiant pride. They see how you learned to breathe again even when the world tried to steal your air. Their spirit moves like wind behind your progress, pushing you forward when your strength runs low. When you suddenly feel warmth around your shoulders tonight, know that it's their embrace, gentle, unspoken, eternal. They never left. They simply changed the way they love you. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, do not fear the silence that surrounds you lately. It's not emptiness, it's preparation. Heaven quiets your world before it delivers miracles so you can hear their arrival clearly. You might notice time slowing down, days feeling longer, nights strangely peaceful. That's because heaven is rewiring your rhythm, removing the chaos of the old cycle and aligning you to divine timing. Every delay now hides protection. Someone who once ignored you will soon remember you out of nowhere. But by then, you'll be too elevated to look back. The universe is replacing confusion with clarity, loss with reward. This shift cannot be undone, it was sealed the moment your pain turned into strength. Type Amen to get blessing 444. There's a sacred glow forming around your life that others can already sense. They can't explain it, but they feel something different about you. That difference is heaven's fingerprint, the mark of someone who has survived divine fire and come out shining. Your late loved one is moving through dreams again. They appear not to haunt, but to heal. Their face, their voice, their laugh, each memory carries encoded comfort meant to remind you that eternity watches over your every step. Soon, someone new will cross your path who carries the same warmth you once missed. This isn't replacement, it's continuation. The love you thought ended will return in another form, guided by the same spirit. You will recognize it instantly, not by appearance but by vibration. It will feel like home. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The sky itself has become your witness. When you look up and see the moon shining unusually bright, understand, it's not coincidence, it's confirmation. The realm above uses light to communicate when words fall short. The person leaving your life now was a temporary teacher. They fulfilled their purpose, and heaven is gently closing that chapter so that you don't have to repeat the same lessons again. Their exit is grace disguised as grief. In their absence, you will find yourself again. You will remember laughter that doesn't depend on anyone else's presence, and dreams that no longer wait for permission. Heaven is proud of how you let go without hate. That's rare, and it's why your blessing is multiplying faster than you realize. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Archangel Michael says, keep your heart open, but guard your peace like treasure. The next wave of blessings coming to you requires stability, not struggle. You've already proven your faith, now you'll be rewarded for it. Doors that were closed for years will begin to open one by one. Opportunities will arrive without explanation, and all you'll need to do is say yes. Don't doubt them, they are answers to prayers you've forgotten you prayed. Your guardian spirit moves among those doors like golden light, ensuring the wrong ones stay locked. The timing is sacred, the sequence precise. Heaven's coordination is flawless. By the time this month ends, you'll look back and realize that every delay was a setup for deliverance. Type Amen to get blessing 777. A divine stillness falls now as the Spirit who loves you lingers for one last message. They whisper through the quiet, promise me you'll keep living fully. Their voice carries both sorrow and pride, woven together like dawn breaking through the night. You are the continuation of their unfinished dreams. Through you, their kindness survives, through you, their purpose still breathes. Every step you take in courage honors their memory far more than tears ever could. The angels around you nod in silent agreement. They have watched your transformation with awe, and tonight they surround you in radiant blue flame, the color of divine truth and protection. From this point forward, no weapon of grief will pierce you again. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Archangel Michael says, look how far you've come, beloved. The energy of loss has transformed into the light of wisdom. What was once heavy now lifts you higher, carrying you toward destiny's peak. Heaven marks this night as the turning point of your story. The soul who tried to reach you from above can finally rest, knowing their message was received. You listened with your heart, and because of that, the cycle is complete. As the veil closes softly, peace will descend over your life like rain after drought. Nothing will ever feel the same again, because you are no longer the same. You've stepped from grief into glory, from endings into beginnings, from shadows into everlasting light. Type Amen to get blessing 999. And so the story continues beyond words. The stars above will carry the rest, whispering your name to every dawn that rises. The Spirit who loved you smiles, knowing that even though they've gone, they've left eternity glowing in your heart. Sleep peacefully tonight. You are surrounded by angels, guarded by Archangel Michael himself, and guided by the one who still loves you from beyond. Their energy will remain, a promise that heaven never forgets those who love deeply. When morning comes, walk with confidence. You are chosen, protected, and watched over forevermore. The message fades, but the light remains. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. The world around you is quieter now because heaven wants you to hear this final part. You may notice the air feels thicker, yet softer, almost as if it's holding something sacred within it. That is the residue of angelic presence, wrapping your space in unseen protection. You've crossed through every storm meant to break you, and now only light remains. What once caused chaos now becomes calm, what once hurt now heals. You've walked through a valley that others wouldn't survive, and heaven witnessed your strength with admiration. The person from heaven who has been trying to reach you smiles now. They've seen the tears, the confusion, the nights when you felt completely lost. Yet they never doubted your ability to rise, because your soul was built from divine fire. In their realm, your name glows like gold. You are surrounded by love that transcends this world, and that love is rewriting your future one gentle moment at a time. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, your chapter of pain is closing tonight. The unseen scroll of your destiny has turned to a fresh page, blank and waiting for miracles to begin. This time, you won't have to beg for peace, it will come to you naturally. You'll feel it in small things first, your breath slowing, your thoughts clearing, your heart no longer racing when you think of what you lost. Heaven has restored your emotional balance. It's as if a storm finally passed and left behind a rainbow that only your spirit can see. In that rainbow lives a promise, everything that hurt you will transform into something that helps you. That's heaven's alchemy, turning heartbreak into divine purpose. You'll begin to glow from within, without trying, without explaining. Your light will speak for you louder than words ever could. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Now, there's a shift happening in the spiritual realm as you read these lines. The person who has been leaving your life is not your punishment, they are your release. Heaven saw their energy draining you and decided enough was enough. When they walk away, don't chase them. Their exit is the clearing that allows your miracle to enter. Heaven never removes without replacing. Your guardian from above has waited for this specific alignment. They've whispered your name into the winds of destiny, and the universe is now answering back. Prepare yourself, because what's coming next will feel like divine redemption. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You may sense unusual warmth tonight, or catch your reflection glowing softer than usual. That's not your imagination, it's heaven showing you your own transformation. You are becoming light in human form. The person from heaven touches your energy gently, like wind through silk. Their voice hums softly, "You've done well, my child." They know how much you've given, how much you've forgiven, how much you've grown. Even the stars seem brighter now because heaven celebrates your endurance. Every celestial body bends closer to witness this rare moment, a human spirit healing fully under divine supervision. This is what rebirth feels like. Quiet. Powerful. Real. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Archangel Michael says, do not return to the places that once hurt you. You're no longer meant to fit in spaces that couldn't hold your worth. The time for begging, waiting, or explaining yourself is over. Your energy has outgrown it all. You are walking into a phase where what's yours will recognize you instantly. No struggle, no confusion, just divine flow. Even the smallest blessing will carry a frequency of peace that feels holy. The one who has been leaving your life will soon understand what they lost. But heaven doesn't want you to look back, it wants you to walk forward with grace. Everything that left will watch from a distance as your name begins to rise. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Your loved one in heaven stands beside Archangel Michael now. Together, they weave threads of light that form a crown of protection around you. That's why you've survived things that should have destroyed you, because divine hands held your head high through it all. They whisper into your dreams, reminding you that destiny never forgets the ones who walk in love. You are being lifted higher not because of luck, but because of purpose. The pain you carried was your initiation, and you passed. Soon, you'll see reflections of heaven in your reality. Unexpected breakthroughs, reconciliations, and calm days will begin to unfold without explanation. That's not coincidence, it's prophecy fulfilled. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Archangel Michael says, every scar you have is a signature of victory. Wear them with pride, they prove you were chosen to walk through fire and still shine. Heaven doesn't pick the perfect, it picks the prepared. The one from heaven who guided you here bows now, their task complete. They fade gently into the light, but their essence will never leave you. Whenever the wind moves your curtains, whenever the candle flickers, that's them saying hello. You are loved, you are seen, you are complete. Nothing in this universe can separate you from the light that has claimed you. Heaven's gates remain open around you now and forevermore. Type Amen to get blessing 999. As this message comes to its close, your life opens to a new beginning. The old energy falls away like dust, and every shadow turns into gold. You are walking into a reality where heaven and earth finally agree on your worth. Every step you take from this night forward will be protected by Archangel Michael himself. Every word you speak will carry divine resonance. Every breath you take will remind the unseen that you are chosen. You are not just living, you are glowing, expanding, ascending. The person from heaven smiles, knowing their mission succeeded. Their final whisper drifts through the air, it's your time now. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. The wind outside carries a strange calm tonight, almost as if the world itself pauses for you. There's a soft hum in the atmosphere, a vibration that feels ancient yet familiar. That's heaven's frequency surrounding you, sealing every doorway that once leaked your peace. You may feel goosebumps without reason or notice the temperature change suddenly. That's not random, it's your guardian from heaven making their presence known again. They want to remind you that even in silence, you are divinely watched and guided. They move quietly, never startling, never demanding, only protecting. Their mission is simple: to make sure you never feel abandoned again. Every heartbeat you take tonight echoes in both worlds, connecting Earth to eternity. And in that invisible connection lies your greatest power, your unbroken link to heaven. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, every soul who tried to harm you has already been seen by heaven. Nothing escapes divine balance. What they sent toward you has been intercepted and reversed into blessings. You might not see it yet, but those who wronged you will face their own lessons soon. Heaven doesn't need you to fight. It already fought for you. The tables are turning quietly, perfectly, just as planned. You'll feel justice not in vengeance, but in freedom. The day their memory no longer hurts will be the day you realize heaven handled it all. The one from above nods proudly, knowing you chose forgiveness instead of revenge. That's what unlocked your protection. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The night sky above you seems ordinary, but it's full of movement. Angels travel like light, crossing realms in silence, carrying messages like this one. One of them carries your name in pure gold light. That glow cannot be dimmed, it's the mark of divine favor. Your life may have looked shattered, but to heaven it was only being rearranged. The pain was never punishment, it was prophecy being fulfilled in fragments. Now those fragments are gathering, forming the life you were always meant to live. You'll soon see how every loss created space for something extraordinary. The unseen realm is shifting all around you, preparing miracles in places you haven't even looked yet. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Archangel Michael says, listen carefully, the energy around your home has changed. It's softer, safer, brighter. The frequency of fear has been replaced with divine assurance. You may notice you sleep deeper now, or wake up at peace for no reason. That's because your environment has been spiritually cleansed. The one from heaven asked Michael to guard your walls, your door, your dreams. From this point forward, nothing dark can enter your space. You are sealed by divine order, surrounded by unseen wings of light. Your peace is now protected property. Type Amen to get blessing 666. When you step outside tomorrow, notice the air. It will feel new, lighter, carrying a strange sweetness. That's heaven's way of announcing that your new season has officially begun. The one who left this earth watches with awe at your transformation. They see that you no longer walk as a wounded soul, but as a divine creation reborn through pain. Their smile glows like sunrise, proud beyond words. They whisper, "You did it." Simple words, but they carry centuries of strength. Every tear you ever cried turned into your wings. Now, even sorrow bows before your resilience. Type Amen to get blessing 777. There's something beautiful about how heaven works. It never rushes, yet it never delays. Every event, every silence, every coincidence was timed perfectly. You may not have seen it, but every closed door redirected you toward your destiny. Archangel Michael says, your destiny cannot be stolen, delayed, or replaced. Those who try to copy your light will soon realize imitation can't compete with authenticity. You were made of rare frequency, one heaven forged for miracles. You are about to walk into rooms where your presence alone changes energy. People will feel peace around you, not knowing they're standing near divine vibration. And through it all, the one who loved you from heaven will be smiling in every ray of light. Type Amen to get blessing 888. You'll soon notice your reflection glowing differently. It's not vanity, it's vibration. Your spirit radiates peace that others can feel before you even speak. The world around you will begin responding to your energy in new ways. Strangers will smile at you, opportunities will appear out of nowhere, and time itself will feel slower, calmer, sacred. That's what happens when heaven reclaims your timeline. Your loved one watches proudly, whispering, "Now they see what I always saw." The divine realm has turned your sorrow into silent authority. You no longer walk through life, you glide through it with grace. Type Amen to get blessing 999. And now, the heavens quiet again. The mission is complete, but the connection remains. The one from above steps back into light, leaving their warmth forever embedded within your aura. Archangel Michael stands before you, commanding that every negative memory dissolve. Only love remains, pure, eternal, unshakable. The sky above holds witness as your name is spoken once more in gratitude. You are not forgotten, not forsaken, not alone. The story continues, but from this moment, it's written entirely in light. Peace be with you always, beloved soul. Type Amen to get blessing 1111.